Hey guys, it's me Ryan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video I am going to be doing how to make a shirt. So this is actually my first shirt I've personally made, but I want to make it and I want to take you guys along with me. I've looked at the pattern and to be honest it doesn't seem that complicated at all. It kind of just a lot of straightforward sewing. The only thing I'm nervous for is the collar, because when I made my denim jacket, which some of you guys have seen on Instagram, which I haven't done a video on, but if you guys want me to do a video on me making a denim jacket, please let me know, because I do want to remake it just in a different type of denim. So but anyway, if you guys saw my post on Instagram on my denim jacket, when I made that, the thing that really scared me was the collar. I made that denim jacket as my very first ever make, simply because I knew if I chose something that's more complicated, like a denim jacket with loads of seams, loads of top stitching, I knew that I would learn a lot, and I really did. That's the only thing I'd say I'm nervous for, but it seems pretty simple. I can sew, like I am not bad at sewing. So yeah, I did buy some fabric. I went fabric shopping yesterday, which I did film some footage of, so I will insert that in this video. And yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a shirt. I'm going to be making it. You guys will be following along with me. So I'm going to insert the footage of me fabric shopping now. There's so much options here for shirt fabric. I don't know what I want yet though. They've got cotton on, but it's just plain pink and plain white. But I want some patterns. I think I'm just gonna get regular cotton fabric. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet, but I will update you when I do. So I've just got home now. Well, not now, like an hour ago. And I managed to find some fabric. When I went in to the fabric store, I asked, initially I asked if they had any cotton lawn, and they did. Why are my top lips so red? And they did, but they only had plain pink and white, plain white, which obviously I didn't want. So I just went into like the standard cotton fabrics, and I found one that is pretty lightweight. It's not heavyweight at all, and I feel like it's going to work really well for a shirt. So I'm just going to show you guys that. So this is the fabric shop I go to. It's Lee Mill Fabrics here in Swansea, in South Wales. If any of you guys visit here or actually live here, you will know about it, but if you visit, I recommend. And that's my mask and bus ticket. But I bought this, really, I think is lovely. It's black and white. It's a black and white cotton, as I said. This was 112 centimeters wide. I'm not gonna unravel it all, but as you can see, that is what it looks like. It's black and white, and it's basically a geometric pattern, which I really like. And I said to my friend that I was with when I went to get it, that I know when the fabric is right for what I want to do, like what it looks like. It's because when I find fabrics, of course I always feel them, but when I look at them, I just kind of know that that's the one I like and want. And when I looked at this was the only one I thought, oh, that is really nice. So this is what it looks like. I got 2.5 meters of it, because that's what my pattern calls for. So as you guys saw, I bought that beautiful black and white geometric kind of print fabric, which I have pre-washed, and it is ready here by the side of me. After I bought the fabric, and when I come home, I realized that I could have actually bought less fabric, because I remember this pattern having a lot of ease in it. So I think I can actually go down a size. With this pattern, when I open it up, I'm actually going to look at the finished garment size on the actual pattern itself, not on the back. Simply because a few people have made this pattern in the Sewing in the UK group, which a lot of you guys are from, and they have said that the pattern has a lot of ease. So you can actually go down a whole size, because the actual finished garment size is completely different to what it says on the back. And I've actually found that with a lot of patterns, that you've actually got to look at the finished garment size to decide what size you're going to make. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below video ideas, and also subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell icon next to the subscribe button, so you guys get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And also be sure to go follow me on my Instagram, which is always linked below. Some of you guys asked last time in the comments, my Instagram is always linked below, so if you guys want to follow me on there, please be sure to do, because as with the denim jacket, sometimes I post things I haven't done videos on. Oh, actually I think I've already traced it. Yay. I think I did already trace it. Anyway, this is the pattern. This is the Quick Sew K3422, and I believe I bought this from J-Cots, so I will link this down below. And I will be making personally a view B, which as you guys can hopefully see is just a regular short sleeve shirt. So yeah, that is the pattern. Yeah, the Quick Sew K3422 men's shirt from sizes small to XXL. Before I cut the fabric, I'm actually going to just really lightly iron my pattern pieces at low temperature, just so they're all wrinkle free, so they're the actual size that they're supposed to be. So I'm just going to iron my pattern pieces on a really low temperature with no steam, just to make sure that they're not crinkled, so they're the size they're supposed to be. And this is Swedish tracing paper from patterntrace.com, I believe, so I will link that website. I will link this tracing paper in the description box below if any of you guys want to purchase it. I highly recommend, because it's much more durable than regular patterns, which is absolutely great, because regular patterns I find rip easy, and I personally prefer and recommend you trace your patterns, especially if you're going to be making them a few times, or if you're making them for other people as well, because of course you're going to need different sizes for everybody. So this is the back piece, and this I need to cut one placed on fold, so let's do that. And I think for this I'm going to use my rotary cutter. I want to buy a new rotary cutter, but I'm not sure what one to buy. I think I'm looking into, I think it's Alpha, because they seem to be very popular and I've heard very good things about them. But if you guys have any other recommendations, please let me know below. So now everything is cut, we can start sewing. I don't know if I'm going to do it all today, but let's try. So first of all, I am going to do the facing. So the instructions call for me to fold the fabric to the fold line, which I have marked here in just some red tailor's chalk. I got this off eBay. So I'm going to press it over, fold it, press it over, then fold the raw edge underneath. And that is one facing all complete. So like I said, you just fold it to the fold line, and then you fold under again, so it's a double fold because you will have to encase the raw edge, and you do that on the wrong side of the fabric. So on the right side it is just a nice neat fold. So now that is done, what you have to do is take your facing, and you just have to do a line of top stitching close to the edge of the fold. So just on the edge of the fold here, I'm just going to do a line of stitching just to make sure it's all stitched down and in place. So now I have done the facings. I've just cut out my pocket piece, and I'm going to create another double facing on that. What I've done is marked a fold line on the wrong side. I'm going to fold that over, and then I'm going to fold it again, just like we did on the hem. So again, I'm going to fold it and finger press it first, just to keep it in place, like that. And then I'm going to give it a good press. Next, I need to stitch just on the edge here, and then fold it, then trim the corners and fold it again to the wrong side. So that is one row of top stitching done, and I'm actually really happy with that. And that is the pocket all top stitched, and it is now all attached, and I am so happy with how this has turned out. So let's move on now. What I've done now, if you guys can hopefully see, is I've pinned both of the yokes to the both sides of the back, right sides together on both sides. So this is one side here, and then the other side is here. They are both pinned right sides together, and now I'm going to stitch them together using a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance on the sewing machine. So, and then once that is done, when I fold it up and press, that will create the entire armhole, ready for when we insert sleeves later. So I hope that makes sense. Just pin once again to the top of your back. Pin both of the back yokes right sides together, so one right side together on one side, one right side together on the other side. Line up the notches at the centre back, and then just sew it using the seam allowance in your pattern. This one is 5/8 of an inch, and that is sewn on, so the yokes are complete. Just trim the threads, and the stitching looks lovely. So now it's time to add the front. So what you're going to want to do, pin each front to the outside yokes. So I need the left front, which is my front with the pocket, and you pin these right sides together just at the outside yoke. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold the inside yoke back for a minute, just so I don't get them both stitched together. So just using the outside yoke, the one that is on the back of the garment. So you've got to pin this to the front yoke, the back yoke seam, right sides together, just like you would with a regular t-shirt. So I've just done a short break because I was doing the yoke and I've never done one before, and the first side I done was very stressful, but now I get it thanks to Alan that helped me. So if Alan, if you're watching this, thank you so much, because I finally got it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So what you're going to do is just take your front, as you can see this is my front, and just pin it to your back yoke at the seam. That's all you're going to do, just the back yoke, not the inside yoke. The inside yoke is underneath, folded away separately. That is folded away separately. You just want to fold your front to the outside back yoke. That's all you want to do so far. Here is my outside yoke. This is my front, pinned right sides together to my back yoke, just like you would to a shoulder seam. So what you're going to do, take this front that is pinned to the outside of the outside yoke and hold it and kind of like twist it there, so towards the fabric, and then you're going to want to take the inside yoke here and you're going to want to twist it so it comes around and starts to meet with, that's my chair, so it starts to meet with your front. So as it comes around, here's the right side of my inside yoke, and this is the wrong side of my front that is pinned to the outside yoke on the back. And then eventually, see the right side, they'll all go together. So it ends up that both yokes are right side against your front. Your front is sandwiched in between your yokes, and they are both right side together. So then you're just going to re-pin that so they are all together like that, and then just keep going. So keep getting those pins, hoping you guys can see. Bring them up. It takes a bit of fiddling, but it will all come together. Just, if you need to twist your fabric around, do it. It's totally fine. It's supposed to be twisted. Obviously as long as the seam here the raw edges are as flat as possible. And then again, repin. I'm hoping you guys get this. So as you guys can see there, my front is sandwiched between, this is the inside yoke, because I twist it around. This is the inside yoke that I twisted around. This is the outside yoke, and this in between is my front. And I'm literally just sandwiching it in. So as you guys can see, there is the front and outside yoke where we pinned earlier. And now I'm bringing up here the inside yoke, and I'm sandwiching this side. This here is the front, and that's the inside yoke, and this is the outside yoke, and I'm sandwiching it together. So the front is sandwiched between both yokes. This then becomes your shoulder seam. Is essentially your shoulder seam and yoke all pinned, and as you guys can see, it looks all the fabric here. See it going inside there? It looks like a burrito. It will look like a burrito because, again, front yoke, back yoke, and then the front is sandwiched in between. So now I'm going to go to my sewing machine and sew this with a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. My upper collar is interfaced, and my under collar then will both go together, right sides together, like this. And then I've just got to stitch the edges and clip the corners, and then turn it inside out, right sides out, and then I will press. So I'm now done with the collar. I actually recut it because I didn't like the shape on the other collar, and this is so much better. As you guys can see, I pressed it and it is literally perfect. So I'm so happy with how the collar's turned out. So next I got to actually attach the collar. So I have to pin the upper collar to wrong side of neckline, matching the centre back notches to front yoke seam, and ends of collar to edges of fronts. I'm assuming the upper collar is, yeah, the side with the interface in. So now I gotta get my shirt. Pin upper collar to wrong side of neckline. So I'm going to find my neckline, which is here. So this is my neckline. Here, my fronts are there. Like that. So I have to pin to the wrong side of neckline, match the centre back, notches to front yoke seam, and ends of collar to the edges of the front. So it seems easy enough. So now let's stitch on this collar. So the collar is now on, as you guys can see. I'm pretty happy with it. There are one or two puckers in the back, but overall I am actually happy with it because for my first shirt collar, I am happy. The top stitching is neat. There's literally two puckers in the back and they're more towards the edge. So I am happy with how it's turned out, and the plackets have lined up on the edge there perfectly. So I'm really happy with that. It's probably not going to focus. So now I think the next step is moving on to the sleeves. That is one sleeve all sewed on, so now let's pin and sew the other. So I've pinned one of the fronts to the back along the side seam, and of course along the arm seam as well. So I'm just going to sew up these seams and then we'll hem and then we'll be done. So that is one side seam done. Now let's do the other and we'll hem. So the last thing you guys saw was me actually I finishing the shirt, so I attached the sleeves and the hems, and now the shirt is done. And as you can see, I am wearing it and it fits me really good. I am not personally adding buttons or anything, simply because I want it to be more of like a slip-on shirt for the summer. That's kind of how I wear all my shirts anyway, whether I buy them and they've got buttons, simply because I don't wear shirts on their own unless it's like a dress shirt and I'm going somewhere, like for like an occasion. I like to wear them just with like over t-shirts. So yeah, this is how it's turned out. As you can see, the collar and that. I'll insert photos of me wearing it so you guys can see the fit and some details. But I'm so happy with it. The pocket is fully functional. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm just gonna show you guys. There's the pocket, the sleeves fit perfectly, the hems, that needs pulling down, but the hems are perfect. And yeah, I'm so happy with it. I doubt you guys will be able to see, but it's kind of like an A-line shirt. But here's the pattern close up, and the pattern actually kind of reminds me of like vintage Versace vibes. So yeah, this is my, like I said in the beginning and the title, this was my very ever first shirt, and I really did enjoy making it. And I'm glad I made one with a yoke, because it's given me loads of ideas to use different fabrics on the yoke. So I will be doing that in the future. I'm going to write ideas down and do that. So some of them I might not film, some I will, and I'll put on my Instagram as well. So be sure to follow me on that. I'm really glad I decided to make a shirt, simply because some of you guys asked for it, and I'm so happy I did, because I learnt a lot, and they also turned out really nice, and I'm really proud of this make. And I've took loads of photos of it ready for Instagram and also to post on Facebook. And most of you guys here are from the Facebook page, so thank you guys so much for all your support. It really does mean a lot. That's it for this video, so I hope you guys really enjoyed, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content, and I am going to be doing videos that you guys requested on Facebook very soon. I'm so excited to keep going on this journey, and I've also, as you guys know, I'm starting my degree next month, so I'm going to be learning so much over the next 2 years, and I will be documenting it all here on YouTube. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below your feedback and also video ideas. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.